I'm good? All right. Hey, what's good? What's going on, everybody? You already know who this is, man. It's definitely your favorite soulful, utmost high goddess herself. Shar, coming back at you and once again the P.E.G podcast. That's positive energy generation, because we dead for life, man. Choosing the positivity through all this crazy life, because life be motherfucking life. I'm sorry. But you know, man, I had to get in my bag with this one, bro. I got this artist that's coming up. Not only he's dope as hell, but he's coming out of Washington, D.C. You feel me? Northeast Washington, D.C. I'm going to make sure I get it together. He began pursuing his music when he was 8 years old. Due to his uncle, his uncle Troy Williams, he inspired him to do music, and we're gonna dive into it. Not only was he an engineer, a producer, he worked with icons like Biggie Smalls, Heavy D, LL Cool J. So you know this next guest about to be hot, man. He grew up in a rough, drug-heavy area, but my boy is coming out on top, man. And again, his work is like lines to come. So before I bring him on, y'all make sure y'all follow. But I got the one and only, the young artist, Chris, in the building. What's up, bro? How you feeling?
What up? What up? What we doing? What's going on? I'm cooling, man. You know, like you said, life be life, and so I'm going through it. But you know, we here.
Yo, bro, life be motherfucking life, and that's an understatement right there. I'm dead serious, bro. But it's all love. I'm glad I got a chance to get you to come in on the podcast and sit down and talk to us. So, yo, again, before we get started, y'all, make sure you follow. We get to bring more artists onto the podcast, talk about their story, more public figures, influencers, and help bring us more great, good content. All right. So, look, man, we're gonna bring the floor on to the young Chris himself, the artist himself. How did you as an artist, how did your upbringing in Northeast D.C. shape your musical style and themes, that you explore in music today?
Man, just looking around and then being at that young age, I kind of grasped what was going on around me. I knew that was something I didn't want to pursue in life, as far as like doing drugs or selling drugs or anything like that. So I knew I had to break out of my environment to do that. You know, it is what it is. It's always love for those who are still there and that couldn't be here right now, the ones that are no longer with us. But I just knew I wanted better for myself and just better for my folks and my family. So, you know, just branching out, man, going to different cities and touring different places. It shows me there's more to the world than just Northeast DC.
No, for real, it's definitely more to the world, and I'm very grateful that you was able to, like, I see my surroundings, but I want to be bigger. There's nothing wrong with, being in the environment, but especially when you got dreams, you got aspirations, sometimes it's better to get outside that environment. So kudos to you for that, for sure, for sure. As an artist, can you share a specific memory or a lesson from your Uncle Troy, since he was a big inspiration to you? Can you share a memory or a lesson from him that has significantly influenced your approach in music as production and performing? Because you real good, bro. You got a nice stage presence, and your delivery is nice. So, come from working with him, what lessons have you learned?
Just honestly, just learning the business side of music. We never really focused too much on the music itself. It was more so the business side because, you know, even though he did work for Biggie Smalls and things like that, there were some deals that didn't go his way. Right. There was some things that he got screwed out of. You know, it is what it is. It's all love. It is what it is. You know, Diddy going through what he going through right now. So that's that. Facts. That's that. Just learning the business side of music, showing myself how to read contracts, because there was a point in time I don't know everything. So there was a point in time he'd be like, nephew, you know how to do this, you know how to do that. I'm like, nah, teach me that shit. Like, so just learning the business side of music, a little bit he taught me how to mix a little bit for the time that he was here. And just running the game past me, man, to introduce me to certain people, let me know who right and who ain't right. Who gonna try to deal with me and who ain't gonna try to deal with me. So it was a lot. It was definitely a lot.
I know it had to be a lot, but you said something there like knowing the contracts. You've sat in rooms and you've seen things happen. So With reading the contract, what would you say is the most important thing when you sit in those rooms and you're going over the contract? What would be one thing you give to an artist that they should ask if they don't? If they don't know anything else about a contract and how it's supposed to go, what is one question they definitely should ask?
First and foremost, it's always about the artist. You got labels who will make it about them. It's always about the artist. It's about what you want. Be sure, be stern with them people. Let them people know this is what you want. This ain't what you want. Don't let them people choose for you what they gonna do for you. Let them be. You gotta be stern with them people. Like, cause they if you don't say nothing, then it's like, oh, we gonna do what we want with this guy. We gonna do what we want with this female artist. A question though. I mean, to me, I look at it as like I want to study and learn so much about contracts and the business side of music, so I don't have to ask no questions. I can make it to where like I want to be able to, because at the end of the day, if you get a deal, it's called a deal for a reason. It's not they just give you paperwork and you sign off. It's a negotiation thing. You got to know how to negotiate with these people you're dealing with, because if that was the case, everybody be screwed. For real. Yeah, just understand what you're reading and understand they throw these big words in there. You might not understand them, probably mean the smallest things, and you just don't know because it's put a different way. And I had to learn that myself. Like I was in almost in a contract that would have ruined me for the rest of my life. Like it was somewhere to end the contract to where even after I had fulfilled my contract, whatever I put out after that, they still owned everything.
Wow.
So it was one of them things where like, all right, cool. I need to do my research on this and this. I need to get a lawyer involved with this. And I do free consultations with lawyers just to get like an insight of what's going on. So doing all them free consultations with them lawyers and understanding them really telling me what's going on, I figured out how to do my own contracts. I figured out how to learn and read these things on my own. So I didn't have to pay nobody to read this shit for me.
Hey, I like that. That's key that you said that like you took the initiative to start learning yourself, especially you when you almost ran into a bad deal. It would have been a good deal for them, but it definitely wouldn't have been a bad deal. It would have been a bad deal for you. So from that experience, you ain't just sit in there and be like, all right, I'm just gonna hire somebody because even with you hiring somebody, they can fuck you over. You know. But the fact that you know exactly, you are leading by example. Like you know exactly what you looking at, and you got the lawyer taking the same thing, so it give you more confidence that you're going the right way within your business. I like that. I like that. And you hit, I ain't gonna speak on it, but that's what some people should have did with Diddy. I'm just gonna say that they should have read some fine prints. You know what I'm saying? Should have figured out what some things meant before they jumped into it. Because highly, I feel like it's good to have fame. It's good to want to be recognized, especially for your work. But it means nothing when you get taken advantage of. You know, it means nothing. I'm pretty sure some of these actors, actresses, after we'd have found out some deals that went bad in their life, I'm pretty sure they wish they had did it differently. But that's real cool. You had
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. But you also face a lot of challenges due to your environment, and it's not easy growing up in hard environments like you said, especially when it's heavily drugged. So how did how did the challenges and the environment of your neighborhood impact your determination and your drive to pursue your music career?
Um, so I've been around music all my life, just dealing with my uncle. Like I said, I just seen the things that was going on around me. I started learning, like, okay, these drugs is like fucking people up. Like, this is not cool. This ain't it. So it just pushed me to a different mind frame, a mindset to be like, all right, I gotta be better than this. Like, I have to be.
Yeah, yeah.
Strung out somewhere, not doing what I love to do, and that's just is music. That's what I love to do. Um, I brought a couple friends along with me from back then that I seen trying to go down that path, and I try to stir people the right way, man. It's only but so much you can do for somebody, but for those ones who I did bring along on this journey, I'm grateful that they're here.
Man, good. That's really good for you. Like you really being true to who you are, and then the fact that you reach back and grab people too, bro. Thank you, because that could have been that right there. Could have been that moment where it their life could have been for the worst. You know, And so you saying that it hopefully that inspire others, you know, if you got the people that you do see that has the potential to go for what they want, I mean, there's nothing wrong with reaching back, giving those resources, you know, sharing it with them, sharing the journey, especially if they respect it. You know, never nobody that's gonna trash it, but as long as they respect it, bro, keep doing it, bro. We need more people like you in the industry. We really, really do. But I want to talk about a few things, especially when it comes to your music. You said sorry for the hold up and stories of a broken heart. It seemed to tell a personal stories. You know, when I dived more into it. So, what inspired these projects? Of the messages that you put out and what you hope to convey in those messages. I think he froze. He's still there.
Hold on, I think we back. I think we back. It was messing up. All right.
You want me to repeat it?
Yeah, because it messed up. As soon as you was like, let's dive into it, and it just cut out.
All right, it's good. We're good. So, for your project, sorry for the hold up and stories of a broken heart. You know, those projects seems to be very personal, like a personal story. So, what inspired these projects, and what messages are you hoping to convey through these projects that you put out?
So, sorry for the hold up was more of a project that I had dropped because it was a point of time where I had quit music. I wasn't doing music no more. Um, I didn't want to be involved with no shows. I didn't want to be involved with no people doing music. I wanted to change my whole set of people I was dealing with because they was doing music. I didn't want to be in the music scene because once you doing this shit for a while and things are not moving like you want them to, it's like, what is the point? There's no point in this no more. Like,
Yeah.
and then it was coming to a point where I was getting writer's block a lot. I couldn't rap. Like it was just hard. And people was like, what you mean you can't rap? It's always gonna be ain't nah, bro. Like it comes to a point where you just like, I'm tired, bro. I'm tired. So it was a good friend of mine who I hadn't heard from in like probably 4 or 5 years and called me out the blue and was like, you not rapping no more? I'm like, nah. He like, what you mean?
What you mean?
That wasn't the plan. That wasn't the plan. The plan is to keep going no matter what. So, I sat there and talked to him for like 5, 6 hours, just strictly about life and just music. And it was like, all right, it set like a spark in me to be like, all right, this is what I love to do. I don't want to work a job for the rest of my life. This is what I love to do. I know how to make money from music. I know how to make money. I know how to talk to people. I know what to do. So it set a spark. So I made a project called Sorry for the Hold Up. And, it's just more of like an apology thing, for those who are listening to my music, I apologize, but this is what I got right now. And then Stories of a Broken Heart. Stories of a Broken Heart was more of an album to where like, this is what I know how to do. This is everything that I've been going through in my life as love and friends and losing people and people switching on me. So it's like I've never put out that amount of work on one project because it's like 22 songs on the album. I've never done that before.
No, okay.
Yeah, it was a little bit of old mixed with a little bit of new, but it's like I said, I've never put out that amount of body of work before, and it was amazing to see it all come together because it was a lot of work put into it. So it was just amazing to see it come together.
I think it's real cool that you know, as an artist, you open up about your writer block. You open up about, giving up because I feel like a lot of times people, no matter what their skill set are, no matter their journey and what career they do, they feel like they see people in the forefront, but they don't see them fall off. So I think that was pretty vulnerable for you to open up to the audience like, look, I'm sorry for sorry for the hold up, sorry for the wait, this is what happened, but this is what I got coming for y'all, and then you put out some more projects with that. That's really dope because we need to see the real of the music industry. We need to see, oh dang, he got problems just like me. You don't necessarily got to know his problems, but he had, the music ain't coming through because my boy had a problem and he had to sit back and get himself together. Like that's real shit, you know. And it's like false prophecy when you feel like every time I get on the song, I make money. I make money every time. I got the money every time. It's like, nigga, that's not your life every day. You feel me? Like, we know that. So I like that you dove in it, and whoever that friend is, you, my guy, you're the real champ. You're the real hero because he pulled you up out of it. You feel me? And we all need that person to be like, hey man, okay, I got you, need a moment, but we fucking up. We need to keep going no matter what. You feel me? And that's the goal. That's the marathon. You know, like Nipsey Hussle said, the marathon gonna continue no matter what. It has to continue. So you doing your thing, you know. And I'm glad your bro reached out to you and let you know that he still believe in you, because that's the fuel right there. Having support, you feel me? Having good support. Before we actually,
You never know who's watching either.
huh?
You never know who's watching.
No, that's facts. You never know who's watching. You never know who's listening, and you never know who life that saved. You know, by you opening up and saying it. So gotta keep going, man. You moving to Florida was a big deal, you know, and you joined Blue Dream Music. So that's a big step in your career that kind of like, you know, was another stepping stone. So what were the biggest, literally, lessons that you learned on that experience, and how did it influence your career in the industry?
Just from dealing with Blue Dream Music Group.
Yeah, yeah.
So I got a friend, well, a brother named Career, who was on the label, and he was like, "Yo, y'all need to sign Chris because like he's on some pop and R&B shit, and it'll help us." So the label was owned by a doctor. To me, he knew nothing about music. He didn't know what to do with me as an artist, and that was where the clash was. So I moved to Florida. I was down there for like probably like a year. I was living in a house. I was living good. It was cool. Money was coming in. I had just dropped a single called Party. Party was over like 400,000 streams. So the money was coming in for the song. So I was able to provide for myself. I was able to provide for myself. I got presented with the contract to sign with them, and that's the contract that I was talking about. That if I would have signed it, I would have ruined myself. Wow. They didn't know what to do with me as an artist. They wanted everything. They wanted 100% of royalties, 100% of the mastering. They wanted 50% of marketing, merchandise, and I'm just like, bro, like this ain't real life. This is not real life. Like you can't want all this. So exactly. So when I pushed back, it was more so like, oh, if you don't want to sign with us, then you gotta leave and this and that. All right, cool. Bye. DC, here I come. I'm coming back home. Yeah. So you don't know what to do with me as an artist, bro. Like, and I understand that, like, you're a doctor, bro. You shouldn't be out here trying to be in a mix of music and you don't even know what's going on. For one, you got, after me, you signed 7 other artists. You don't have no marketing for them. You don't have no publishing or nothing for them. You don't know what to do with these people. You just signed these people and don't know what to do.
Wow. I mean, he didn't know what to do with you.
Exactly. So, you know, and I didn't know those artists because I definitely would have let them know, nah, that's not the right move.
Now, that's a big lesson though, but I'm glad you were sharing that experience. Damn, definitely don't do that. If somebody is not if they're not worthy enough to give you your worth, your value, they're taking 100% of your work, 50% of this, 100% of that. Like, what are you getting back in return? You know what I'm saying? Even when your projects are all done and you to deliver what they ask you to do, they still making royalties. You don't get nothing. Like, what am I here? I'm basically your slave, basically. You know what I'm saying? We might well just go back in time with that. Now, I'm glad you didn't do that shit, bro. Cause we need you in this world, man. We need your music for real. I want to talk about the music that you featured for Artist of the Week. Yeah, Road Runner. That was my shit. I ain't gonna lie. I play that thing over and over and over. I'm like, it makes you feel like the dream is gonna happen. You feel me? Like, you ever had a song that's like a national anthem for dreaming? There you go. Road Runner is like a national anthem for dreaming, bro, because I felt the same the way you was putting it out in the song. I'm like, hell yeah, speak that shit, bro. Say that shit again, bro. So what was the reason you had to put that out? I know why it inspired me. So when you was sitting down creating Road Runner, what was the reason you wanted to feature that for that first song for Artist of the Week?
It's crazy because Road Runner is on Stories of a Broken Heart. Road Runner was one of my least favorite songs. I didn't like Road Runner when I made it.
Why? Why?
Bro, it wasn't, I was focused on a whole nother song. Like, I didn't care for Road Runner. So I went to South by Southwest and my dog C4, cameraman I met out there, he was doing a mic drop. So I was like, all right, let me do a little mic drop. I ain't never did one before. So he told me the price of the mic drop, paid the price. He was like, well, what song you gonna do? So I just running through the album. I was like, let me do Road Running. So we did Road Running. He got it back edited, and like within like a week, we dropped it. And like the first 48 hours, it had like 2,000 views in the first 48 hours. So I'm like, huh? This what I like? I'm like, all right. So I found these people on Instagram called We Fam ATL. That's what I've been promoting. And I did a segment on there, perform Road Running, and I started using the promotion on Instagram, the ad promotion. The ad promotion went crazy. It had like 60,000 new accounts that looked at my music and was following, and I'm like, this might be the one then. This might be it. So I just kept promoting and pushing it, and it's been gaining traction, man. I'm about to start up another ad for it now and put some more promo behind it. So we trying to see what's going on with this song, man. And it could be one of the ones. It could be.
It could be, because I swear I got it on repeat. It's on every playlist, and it's on repeat for sure. So, man, it always be like that. The least, like, not this one. That be the one people attract to the most. You know, you feel the one you feel it the most. It be him, but then the one you ain't feeling the most. That be the one people really stick to. You know, this just like you said, it may just be the one. You also had another song that you featured for Artist of the Week called "Letter to You." Tell me a little bit more about that song and why you featured it for Artist of the Week.
What song was it?
Letter to You.
Oh, Letter to You, man. Man, it was one of them songs that I dropped on the album. I did the song like last year. I was going through like a real bad time in dealing with this girl I was dealing with, because it was just a bunch of lies, and it was just weird, bro. Like, she was still dealing with somebody, still dealing with her ex on the side, and I found out about it. And it was just like, all right, this my letter to you. This was, I don't understand why we going through this, but this is my final letter to you, and I don't want nothing else to do with you. So it was one of them things where I was just, nigga in his feelings, crying and shit,
Oh, your little ride wave. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. But I like that one too. I was like, man, it did put you in the feelings. I was like, damn, that one got me thinking. Got me, letter to you, nigga, and you, and you, and you, sending out all type of letters.
I was going through that, and then I was just going through personal things in my life, and like, I just knew at the time that I was going through that with her, she wouldn't understand all the other personal things that I had in my life going on. Because, as a man, you're supposed to be able to confide in your woman or whoever she is to you, and I felt like I couldn't do that, so I had to do it through music.
You needed a different way to let it out. Okay, I like that. So, what are your strategies? You talked about like music and you promoing and putting the music out. If you can, what are your strategies for engaging and captivating the live audience? Like, how do you feel your performance connect with listeners on a deeper level? Because you was able to attract a lot of people off the song. So, what's the strategy? What's the sauce? If you can get just a little bit, don't give the whole thing, just a little bit.
To me, there's no blueprint to it. It's just, to me, it's just something you just have to go for it, bro. Like, it's one of them things where you just got to put your mind to it. You can't listen to nobody else. You got to be focused on what you want to do, how you want to do it. You can't listen to people. First of all, you can't listen to people who never been through nothing. That's number one. You can't listen to people that never been through nothing. If you got an idea and you feel like it's gonna work, go for it, push that shit as much as you can. And if it don't work, go back to the drawing board and see why it didn't work and come back around. So it's one of the things where I just like, all right, if I'm gonna make this song, I'm not gonna hold on to the song for too long. I'm gonna just go ahead and drop it, and we're gonna see what happens. To me, there's no real strategy behind it. Like, you just gotta push, you just gotta go with the flow and see what happens.
So you see what stick and see what don't stick. Cause a lot of people will say, you start off with this blueprint, this and that third. But I like how you said that. You gotta throw it against the wall. If that joint stick, then you keep it. If it don't, like you said, you just redo it, do it a different way until it stick, man. That's some real shit. What's some future projects you got coming up next? If because I know we talked about a few, but what are some things you got coming up that maybe nobody know right now?
A lot more videos on the way. We got this. I got this summertime joint that's about to drop probably in like the next couple weeks, the middle of July, with a singer that I know. We got a summertime bop coming. I feel like that's gonna go crazy. We're gonna shoot the video to that. More so, I'm pretty much done on kind of like dropping music for time being. I really need to get my video content back up and running and popping. Got a couple shows coming up next month. I'm coming down there. Y'all got to get me in studio. Y'all got to get me in studio so we can do like a live performance or something.
And let's do it. You gotta let me know when you come through, man. And I got you.
Yeah. So I got that. And just more connections, man. Just more networking. Just branching out, traveling. Just got way more traveling coming.
Yeah. I mean, I know, like I said, your stage performance is dope, man, and just that, like you said, Raw Winner may be your least favorite, but it's definitely on my playlist because you had a whole vibe, and I'm like, dang, man, play that joint over because that's the dream. You feel me? You know, sometimes it don't feel like people understand. So when you hear music where you relate to it and you can get somebody to understand, that means a lot because it's like I'm not on this journey by myself, you know. And see, he's telling me the same thing I feel. You feel me? So I like that. I also like to be funny sometimes. So I'm not a comedian, but I always like to like off the wall questions that ain't got nothing to do with the podcast. So I'm gonna ask you a question, man. So name 3 fake things about a woman that a woman can wear, and what are 3 fake things about a man that a man can wear? Gotta be equal.
3 fake things that a woman can wear?
Yeah. 3 fake things that women wear and 3 fake things that men wear.
3 fake things that a woman wear. BBL.
BBL.
3 fake things. It doesn't matter what fake it is. Like, it don't matter. Fake Gucci bags.
Fake Gucci bag. Dang, that was specific.
Fake hair.
Fake hair. Dang, BBLs, fake Gucci bag, and fake hair for women. All right, so give me 3 things about that men wear. 3 fake things that men wear.
That men can wear? Yeah. I don't care about shoes that much, so I'll get me some fake shoes. I'll get me like some fake Balenci's or something.
Fake shoes, okay.
Fake shoes. I don't really care because I don't care about like I care about my appearance, but it's like I'm not paying $1,500 for some shoes. I'm just not doing that. I don't care if I had the money. I'm just not doing that.
Me either. I ain't gonna lie. Me either.
Shoes. 3 fake things a man. It's difficult with a guy because there's only so much. I guess fake clothes.
Fake clothes.
Niggas be fake watch. You can pass with a fake watch.
Pass with a fake watch. Okay. All right. Fake clothes.
With a fake Richard Millie.
And be out here straight studying on their ass.
On Temu, I can go cop one on Temu and get me a fake one for $5.
Not Temu. Hey, he just gave all the sauce. They can wear fake clothes, fake shoes, and fake watch, man. See, you can't even process the beard because you got a real nice beard. It looks very nice, bro. So, you know, niggas be out here doing some weird stuff. So some of them do be having fake beards. And I seen a guy on social media. He had fake hair. It was a whole toupee. It looked real though, but he cheated. He cheated hard.
Bro, the fake waves go crazy. The fake waves go crazy. I done seen niggas waves installed. I was like, oh, this is a whole nother level of crazy. Like, this ain't it.
They say that. They cheating, bro. Didn't even go through the real process, man. Cheat. Oh, man. You wild for that one. But that's true. That's true. Stop it, man. If it's you, stop it. All right? Don't be out here with that fake waves, man. Go through the real process. Dang. But nah, man, it's definitely love to sit down and talk to you and chop it up. If we sound this thing and all they did was not listen. They heard you, but they ain't just get you. What is one advice that you would give to someone and it would leave for generations to come? What it look like in 15 seconds? Go.
Whatever you're doing in life, no matter whether it's music, fashion, whatever it is in life, do your research. Learn the business. Learn the business. I'm heavy on learning the business of whatever you're doing in life. Um, that's really my biggest advice I can give anybody. Just learn the business side of whatever you doing. Like I said before, don't ever listen to somebody who ain't never been through nothing. People be having their own opinions on what you should do or how it should be done, and they ain't even never done it in their life, no matter what it is. So how you trying to give me advice for something you ain't even never been through or done?
Big facts, man. And that's the advice right there, man. Like you said, go out there, throw that shit against the wall and see if it stick. Learn the back end of shit. Don't always just try to get the reaps of the reward. You got to put some business in. You got to put that work in. So learn the back end of the business so nobody can fuck you over. You feel me? Like my boy Chris right here, he could have been fucked out of the opportunity, but because of his uncle, he was able to not get fucked over the business because he knew a little bit, here and a little bit there, and he just didn't vibe right with him. So sometimes you got to go with your vibe, go with what you know, and just stand up for yourself like he did, man. You got to go check out that song that's featured for Artist of the Week. You got Road Runner and Letter to You. Go ahead, make sure you play it. Go follow my boy on all major platforms. So look, shout out your social media so people can follow you.
What's your social media? Hey man, everything the same. Young Chris the artist. It's spelt the way it sounds. Young Chris the artist. Ain't no abbreviations, none of that. It's just straight Young Chris the artist. All the platforms across the board. I'm on everything you could possibly have.
And that's period, man. Young Chris the artist. Go check him out. Like I said, it's playing right now on all major platforms. So you have no excuse. After I said it 1,000 times, go check out my boy, Young Chris the artist. It's right there. It's right there. All right. And if nobody told y'all today, tomorrow, yesterday that they love you, know that Shard from the P.E.G podcast love you. My boy Chris, Young Chris the artist, he love you, man. From the bottom of our heart, we appreciate y'all. Yeah, man, we love y'all. And keep living to inspire. Push past your dreams. Don't let them haters tell you what you should do. He told you that. Stop listening to them because they ain't never did it before. And go get everything that is lined for you. And we'll see you next time here at the P.E.G podcast, man. Yeah. Let's go. I'm with it. I like it. Thank you, bro.